Hey guys, it's Micah Watson here, and today is review and giveaway day. So let's take a look. Introducing Ultrakick. Wait for it. Wait. Oh, there it is. Ultrakick is a Max for Live drum synthesizer developed by Don Pothoven and is available at isotonicstudios.com for 26 Great British pounds. This device synthesizes your kick 100%. This means there aren't any samples, you tweak these parameters, and Ultrakick generates the sound of your kick drum. In turn, this also means way less space is needed on your device to store all your audio samples because you can just generate your own kick. This also means tons of control as you sculpt your sound with the many intuitive controls in this device. Don reached out and kindly gave me an Ultrakick to try out and review on my channel, and he will also be giving away one of these guys or girls to one of you guys or girls. So let's all say thank you, Don! So once you buy it and install it, which is really just dragging your Max for Live device into the right folder, you can access it in your browser or your Ableton browser from Max for Live and the Max instrument, then Ultrakick, and you just drag it onto a MIDI file. I mean a MIDI track, like I have here. And you'll see Ultrakick like this. If you had the previous version of Ultrakick, there was like a red thing over here. So yeah, and you click on Edit Settings, and then this is your Ultrakick. So just a disclaimer, this isn't going to be an in-depth tutorial. We will be making some sounds and stuff, but I'm not going to go through every single little knob like I like to do. I'm more just going to review it. So I'll explain a bit of the look and feel, make a sample sound, explaining as I go, and then I'll share some of the less obvious application ideas I have for this versatile synth, close off with some remarks, and tell you how to enter this giveaway. Yeah! Okay, this is what it looks like, and once you click edit like I have, you can begin to play. Now it might look frightening and you might be like, whoa, this is like really complicated, but it's not. When I got it, I was like, oh goodness, how am I going to learn this thing and make a video of it? And then I read the whole manual, and now it's really intuitive. And also the manual was fantastic. So I'm basically just going to summarize it so that this looks a little less intimidating. So the Ultrakick's controls are set up into three main sections. You've got this top menu bar over here, then you've got these tabs over here, and then depending on which of these tabs you've clicked, you'll get a different screen in the middle here. So for instance, on envelopes, you've got extra tabs. Then that you can tweak under envelopes. You've also got some controls down here, but they also are dependent on which tab is open. So I'm going to just kind of lump them into this main body over here. So section 1, this top bar always stay the same. And it's got general controls like your current preset. You can change your presets. You can change your preset folder, save preset, and so forth. You can undo and redo something by clicking there. So I've moved this. Now you can see the U goes white, and I can undo it, and then I can redo again, and so forth. You can change the length of your sample, so the length of your kick drum. You can tune your kick drum, and then you've got your different channels. So Ultrakick has 3 channels. It's got 2 oscillators and a noise generator. And you can choose here whether to bypass or activate one. Green is active, grey is nothing. So right now there would be no sound generation going on. For each of these channels, oscillator 1 and 2, they're also oscillator partials. So here you can edit harmonics and stuff. We're not going to do that in this review, but I'm just showing you that you can do that and where to do that. Undo! Damn it! And then you've got your outputs, and you can see your output level, see if you're clipping. Let's just record and enable this. Let's just activate my keyboard. Why you make no sound? Oh, guys, I'm such a noob. I just told you why it make no sound. The oscillator's off. Man, I like feel it, you know? I feel it. Anyway, let's get back to the review. So yeah, make sure your oscillators are on, okay? Cool. Section 2. These tabs over here, you've got envelopes, oscillator partials, noise shaping, equalizer, noise shaping. Sorry. Whee! Yeah, that sounds like a straw. Cool, so yeah, you can hear the effect of that. Equalizers, so oscillator 1, oscillator 2, noise, and also very important, make sure your equalizer is active, otherwise you're gonna be all like, can't hear nothing. So yeah, audio flow, this is really cool. So this is kind of like at a glance what's going on. Most of these knobs you will find in here, but not all of them. I think this overdrive section is only found in the audio flow. And then settings and export, where you can export your sample as a WAV file, you can save your preset, add comments, change your tuning reference, MIDI velocity mapping. So for instance, if you hit super hard, or wait, if you hit super light on your MIDI keyboard, it's going to be super loud, or you can make it so that you can have to hit quite hard on your MIDI keyboard to get a high output, so input-output. Here you can also see the waveform of your final generated kick. So you may say, but Micah, there were no samples involved. And I'll say, yeah, there weren't, but you just made your own sample, damn it. And yeah, so when you export it as a WAV file, you've got a cool little WAV. Anyhow, let's try it. So the Ultrakick comes with a few presets, like 7 or something. Not a lot, but it's cool. It's super easy to make your own. So we're gonna make our own. I'm not sure that you can just load up like an empty thing, but that's chill. We're just gonna make our own. So the way I like to do it is make sure everything is off except for the thing that I'm working on. So I'm gonna start with oscillator 1, then oscillator 2, then noise. So I want everything off except for oscillator 1, otherwise I'll get confused. Because, you know, I'm just human. So yeah, standard kick, I want it to have like a bit of a at the beginning, like a clicky thingy. And then I want the pitch to come down, and then it can go like all the way down, and I'm just clicking and dragging on them. And if I alt and click, then I get like, whee, can move this little guy. And if I want to delete a point, I go shift, click. So that's what it sounds like so far. Oh, also, the length of my sample, you can change it here. So let's make it a bit shorter. Oscillator amp. That's cool, it's cool. It's like nice and long. Let's just make it like a little shorter. That's fine. I'm going to just like race through this a little bit. Now for the filter. I sort of filter a little bit because I'm still planning on layering it with oscillator 2 and this noise guy. Da, 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 da. Oh, there we go. That's punchy. Also very high. Oopsie daisy. Undo, please. Thank you. I think that's more like it. Cool. Let's go to oscillator 2. Boom. I will still EQ stuff later, but oh, I see. So this is the problem, I guess. I didn't start with an empty preset. I'm just like overdubbing this guy's preset. But it's cool. I'll just like deactivate the EQ. I do like the EQ though. Let's change it a little bit. Okay, oscillator 2. Envelopes, oscillator 2, pitch. I do want some like pitch content, so it's gonna go like do. Not really. Also the amp's probably doing something weird. Yeah, I want like a bit of a longer sound here. So maybe like amp till there. Amplitude is like the volume. So if I do like this, the volume's going to go down to 0, and then it doesn't matter what else you've got set. When the volume's 0, you can't hear anything. So, as an example, so that's what I'm doing. Meh, I think that's fine. Let's filter it a little bit. Maybe I want it like a little bit woodier. What are these equalizers doing? Oscillator 2. I'm going to do some EQing. Activated. Let's EQ out some low end, because that's my oscillator 1 is going to like take care of that, I guess. I do want some kind of pitch, so dum 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 vibe. And then maybe like a high cut vibe. Maybe I'll peak this a bit. I mean, there are no like right or wrong answers, you know. At least not when you're experimenting. We're just having fun. Oh, there we go. That's kind of the sound I'm aiming for. Dum 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 dum. It's quite high. Just change the tuning. Now the reason this tuning did nothing for the EQ is that affected by tuning is off. So da, 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 da. Dum, ba, dum, bum, 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 ba, dum, bum. 007 distraction. Alright, I think that's fine. It's like a little aux. That's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Let's add some noise. Well, what I do know is that I don't want that. What has really helped me in my venture with sound design is to be very assertive and opinionated. So if I'm looking for a certain sound, and I'm sure you've faced this too, is you're probably quite tempted to run away with ideas. So you might hear something, like for instance that little noise bit, and I might hear like other sounds in my head, and I'm like, oh, I could take it this direction. But sometimes when you're working on a project and you want to get stuff done, or you want to be efficient, you kind of got to be like, no, that's not what I'm going for now. Delete. Or, I don't know, like best case, make a note of it and work on it another day. But if you're just like YOLOing and having fun, by all means, explore new paths. Often really cool ideas come from that. But it's just a tip in terms of being productive and efficient. Oh, I didn't time myself. I don't know how long I've been doing this for. Let me like finish it up and then... Oh guys, how cool is this? I was at like I wouldn't really call it a music meeting. It was like an experimental sound thing. But they were doing a workshop on modular synthesis. And I was like, this guy next to me, and I'm like, hey, I'm Micah, or I don't know, maybe he introduced himself. I'm usually like very friendly and I introduce myself to everyone. He was like, yeah, I recognize you from the videos. I was like, what? That's never happened to me before. Like, hashtag internet famous. Just saying. Also, if you're watching, Luke, thank you. It was really cool meeting you. His name was Luke, and his beard is longer than my hair. Noise filter, noise amp. Sorry, I wasn't really narrating what I'm doing. I was just kind of like talking. That said, if you guys want me to start like a Twitch channel because I work on this stuff all day, I can just like stream stuff. Let me know. And I might set one up. It is a lot harder to talk and work because like now I'm just stopping because I'm talking. Get back with the program. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Okay, cool. Let's listen to the kick drum. Yeah, I like that. The noise amp's too loud. I don't want so much noise. I'm fine-tuning a bit too much, aren't I? Also, it's super satisfying, like running your mouse around the screen and having these little lines follow it. I'm an artist. Oh, guys. Which natural landmark? What is this? Okay, let's be correct about it. If you recognize this, let me know in the comments. Alright, cool. I'm gonna settle for this. Now, once you've got your preset and you've tweaked everything else, like your partials and your audio flow and your overdrive and stuff, you can save this as a preset. So I'm gonna go save as, and I'm gonna go punk ass kick, yo. Also, it has to have my initials in front. Thank you. And then in the settings export tab, I'm gonna do like a thing, like make a note about the preset, like made by bad bass ass. But I meant badass Micah Watson. Boom! Then I'm gonna save it. Alrighty then. Cool. Boom. Okay, that was slightly longer than I thought, but ding! Other uses for Ultrakick. Now, the Ultrakick synthesizes sound, so you can really experiment to make all sorts of synthesized sounds for any purpose here. You don't need to limit yourself to kick drums. So, giving you some quick examples, you could make your entire drum rack, for instance. Like, if I take away oscillator 1, that could be a kind of kick drum. I mean, the noise is still not right, but damn it, noise. Or if I only listen to noise. I mean, that could be a kind of hi-hat. If I make it super short, close hi-hat, open hi-hat. I mean, there's so many options. So there you go. Number 1, you can make your own drum rack. Number 2, you could go tonal, guys. Tonal. So go to settings, export, save as WAV. I'm gonna export this. So just fast forwarding a bit, drag your sample into your sampler. And you can make your own melodic instrument. So I've made my own pitched instrument with the Ultrakick, and everything else is native to Ableton Live. I didn't have anything else. So yeah, add some fun effects, make a unique sound. Right, another thing that you can do, quick extra tip, is if you are struggling to start presets, or you are like struggling with ideas and you just want to explore, go to this local actions and hit randomize envelope, and do that for like a couple of parameters, and let it spark some ideas. Reverse envelope, how about that? Pitch, let's see. You can also say I want the same pitch content. I can go copy envelope, oscillator to paste envelope. Whoa! It's very loud. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can do that too. Number 4, conclusions. So I really like this device. I don't know if that came across in the video. Why? Well, the sound quality is great and it has enough controls that it feels thorough, but not too many that it feels intimidating or overwhelming. So the design is really, really good. I can really tell Don really thought about how it would help the user to think about making the drums. Like, you can literally go from left to right and it all works out. Like, start with the envelopes, start with oscillator 1. You know, constantly go from left to right, then do the partials, then do the noise shaping, and so forth. Hey, that's not what we agreed on. So, super solid design, great execution. Also, I have to say, like I did earlier, the user manual is great. I've read a lot of manuals, and a lot of them from big companies, and like a lot of them suck. Like, if someone's taken the time to make the manual really good, they've probably taken at least as much time, if not more, or at least as much consideration, if not more, to dominate their product. 3 things that I might just point out, for instance, is undo and redo button. They're really great, but for the first few times I used the Ultrakick, I kept hitting Command Z or Control Z, thinking it would undo, and I'm like, damn it! And then, you know, you have to just take your mouse and like click here, and it takes like an extra 0.5 seconds. So it's not a big deal. And now that I've gotten used to it, like, I stopped trying to hit Command Z for undo. But I think this is more Max for Live thing. Like, I don't think Ultrakick can really help it. I think that's just how Max for Live operates. Another thing, and this is also in the manuals, if you change something, it just takes a bit of time to see the waveform change. Right, there's like a slight second delay. I'm not too fussed by that, but if you are hitting samples a lot and changing something, like going through presets, like, I'm hitting my keyboard, but you're not hearing anything, because I'm going too fast. So you have to change preset and just wait a second. Just be patient for like half a second. So it's totally fine, but just bear in mind, like, that's just how it is. Oh, and the third thing, it's not a big deal, but it would be really cool if there was just an empty preset, so that maybe there is an empty preset. I think this might be an empty preset, but it's not completely empty. But if you like it and you want one, go ahead and buy it at isotonicstudios.com or /and enter a giveaway. So how to enter? You just need to be subscribed to both my channel and my mailing list, aka my underground squad. Links are in the description. Just a note, please make sure you're subscribed on both platforms with the same email. So, for instance, your YouTube account email and your mailing list email address need to be the same, otherwise I won't know that you're the same person. In entering, you're allowing me to announce your name publicly should you win. The competition will run for 4 weeks and the draw will be on the 24th of May. I'll do a real-time announcement on my Instagram story. You can follow me there at Michael Watson. and I will also send out an email. If you're already subscribed to my channel and my mailing list, you're automatically entered, so don't fret. And that's it, guys and girls. In other news, I'm sorry that you've had to look at the same boring screen all the time, but I'm really looking forward to having a good catch up with all of you. A lot has happened since last year, but I'll do all of that in another video. Let me know what you think of this review, and if you've tried out Ultrakick, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to enter, and I will see you soon in the next one.